Namaste, everyone. So, a big hello to you from San Francisco. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to you all for showering your love and giving your support to me for the distance learning program initiative. You know that it's very different than many online learning models that are available online, that are available to us. And I just wanted to do this live because a lot of DMs I address every day with small questions about distance learning program. How is it executed? What really happens? How long can one go after signing up for this program? So on and so forth. So I'm just going to, in 5 minutes, just give some background into the program, and then I would like to have questions so that I can address whatever is on your mind. So first of all, distance learning program might sound like an offshoot of COVID, but in my mind, this idea has been going on since last, I would say, 12 to 15 years. It might be surprising, but it is true. This is the fact. So this all started when my YouTube channel was very new, and I had posted this one group choreography video which is called Darbari Dhun. I know most of you must have watched it, and I got a comment on that video from some lady in Norway, and she had said that, oh, this is such a wonderful dance form, but I'm afraid I don't have any access to it. I don't even know if anyone in my whole country dances this art form, but I'm really sad that I won't be able to learn it. And that was the moment when I felt very sincerely that something has to be done for such individuals who want to learn Kathak but who don't have access to it. This idea stayed with me in the form of a germ for this long. And then in 2010, when I incepted SISK, purposely I named it as an international school of Kathak, Shambhavi's International School of Kathak. And again, at that time, I had the same concept in my mind that my art should be accessible to everybody around the globe, in spite of their geographic location. I didn't know how I was going to achieve that at that time, but that was my vision. And I'm so thrilled that finally, early this year in January 2021, I was able to launch SISK's distance learning program. Now, let me just quickly give you a recap of what it is. So, distance learning program is all about receiving specially made, specially curated and short video classes in which I personally teach Kathak to the students, to the subscribers. And after 7 such classes over a period of 2 months, I do a Zoom class with all the students where I am checking their movements individually. I am making them practice and basically adjusting nuances. And that's why every 8th class in this program is called a nuance class. So 7+1 is the model that we follow in this distance learning program. Now, the +1 part of it is the most important to me because making videos and delivering them really depend on each teacher's individual capacity and expertise. But it's not just enough to deliver videos. As a teacher, I see it to be my responsibility that my students are able to perform well and my students get the art form in the most correct way. So, with the nuance class, I think whatever I'm trying to impart to them, I make sure that they grasp it, they absorb it in the right manner through the nuance class. Um, the first batch of distance learning program kicked off in January with about 20 students, because 20 is the number where we lock every batch. 20 students from various parts of the world, Saudi Arabia, UK, many parts of the US, many cities in the US, and India as well. Then in May, we started the second batch of distance learning program with another 20 students. And so today, after just a matter of 7 months, we are at 40 students, 8 different countries, and 36 different cities of the world. And I think this is a small success in itself. But what's more, what brings more satisfaction to me is not the number, not how many cities do the students come from. Their stories is something that brings me immense satisfaction. The way I'm able to touch their lives, the way I'm able to make a difference in their lives through Kathak is something that really is very, very fulfilling. So I have shared a few student videos already on my Instagram and Facebook, and the stories are inspiring in themselves. We've had homemakers, we've had young mothers, we have had IT professionals in this program, and everybody is so glad that they are able to cross the barrier of their geographical location and connect with me and learn my style. Now, that's a great question from Julian. I hope I'm saying your name right. What is the duration of the program? So see, this program is no exception to the core concept of any classical art, that the training never ends. So we are going to graduate the students from one level to the next level in a matter of 1.5 to 2 years. But this is something that you learn patiently and with passion. So patiently and passionately is that combination that I always look for in my students. Classical art is hard to achieve, but trust me, it's so much fulfillment when you are able to do a single move, or when you are able to tap your feet very precisely and accurately with the music that is going on, with the lay and tal. Every step that you achieve in this program is going to make you a richer person, you know. And when I say rich, it's like emotionally, it's going to give you a sense of achievement every single day. So the duration of this program does not have an end date. This is an ongoing program, because like even I am learning from my gurus something new every month in every session that I attend with them. So this never ends. This is, I'll tell you how it goes. So most of the students start this either out of their personal passion. They know that they're very passionate about it. B, a lot of them also want to just give it a shot, because they still haven't discovered the passion, but they're like, okay, nothing bad in trying it out, so let me just give it a shot. But I have seen that about 90% of the students who join me stay with me forever. And it just, dance, Kathak in particular, it just changes their life for good. Dance becomes a great part of your life. It becomes a great support system that is available to you inside out, every single day, every single moment. So that's how I have seen it go in my students, and it's amazing to see how people get hooked on to Kathak for life. It's an amazing experience to watch that. Okay, we have next question from Pooja Hirve, and Pooja, so you're most welcome in this program, and it's amazing that you are a beginner, because you are a clean slate, and that's very attractive and very comforting for any teacher. How to join us? Send us an email. So if you check out my profile, There's a contact button, so if you hit that, you'll be able to send us an email, and our admin will get back to you in no time about the signing up process. Vrush loves you. Thank you, Vrush, for the love. Their question is, in a week, how many sessions are there? So in distance learning program, there is one weekly session that is delivered. This session is about 50 to 60 minutes long, in which I teach the students the content of the day. And every class builds on the previous class classes that I have taught. So in the beginning of the class, we do some warming up, we do a review of whatever we've learned so far. And then in the second half of the class, I teach you the new content for the day. Initially, it begins with simple footwork patterns, simple movements that we call hastaks or tatkars. And then later on, you graduate to learning longer compositions with more complex movements. Then there are chakkar patterns to practice. So it's basically like learning a lot of raw material and then finally learning how to create art out of it. So one session a week, and every 8th session is a nuance class, which is basically Zoom class with me. Apurva Arora wants to know which gharana. So we are Banaras Gharana Kathak dancers, and my lineage starts with my mother and guru, Pandita Manisha Satheji, who's a master performer in Kathak, and she is from Pune in India. So we are from Banaras Gharana, and I have also had extensive training in lay and tal, or the aesthetics of rhythm, from the world-renowned tabla maestro Tal Yogi Pandit Suresh Talwalkarji. So I'm trained by these two master teachers and performers, and I can't be more grateful for that. One thing that I'm very particular about the distance learning program model is that my responsibility does not end after sending the video lessons. I believe that my responsibility, it's still 50% remaining. 50% of my responsibility lies in making the video in such a way that the students feel the personal connect. Students feel that they are actually standing in front of me and learning the class from me with all instructions, pointers, and I think I am successful in that 50% of the responsibility. But next 50% of my responsibility is actually more important to me, because that lies in making sure that my distance learning program students are able to dance well. They are able to get their lay tal well. They have a great understanding of the space around them. And that is my biggest challenge. And from the way we are progressing over last 7 months, I think together, my students and myself, we are achieving a great success. So Ayu, your question is, Ayu is saying, दीदी जब कोई पूछता है कि कितने साल का कथक होता है तब क्या आंसर दे दें, तो कथक कितने साल का नहीं होता, कि कथक ये उम्र भर का कमिटमेंट होता है, क्योंकि ये क्लासिकल आर्ट है. जितना भी आप आगे जाओगे उतना आपको आगे दरिया दिखाई देगा. इट्स लाइक एन ओशन, यू रीच, और इट्स लाइक होराइजन. तो आप चलते 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 10 मील क्यों न दूर जाएं, उसके बाद आपको फिर आगे 10 मील दिखाई देंगे. Yesterday I was in my student Ekta's Guru Purnima celebration, and I was talking to her students, and I gave them a message. I said that my message for the day is, make your dream your goal and never stop dreaming. That was the message that I gave them. What it means is, one has to keep dreaming, but one has to keep converting their dream into their goal, so you can work towards it to achieve it. But in this process, don't stop dreaming ever. You have to continue dreaming, so you set newer goals in front of you and work hard to achieve them. This is exactly what happens in any classical art training: Kathak, Bharatanatyam, vocal music, instrumental music. But I think what keeps us going is the sense of achievement and the strength that we get out of the effort that we put in it. It's not like effort is lost. It's not like we've lost that time, we've lost that energy, that much money. It gives you so much. It gives you back immense amount of satisfaction, sense of achievement, and I think that's just amazing. Ankita, thank you for this great question. Our distance learning program is not for kids. It's only for adult students. Kids need hand-holding. Kids are not able to understand verbally as much as adults, I would say. And that's why it's essential for kids to go to an in-person class and learn from a teacher. A lot of times I just kind of hold hands of kids or move them physically to bring them to a correct position. So all that is needed for kids, but for adults it's a different thing. And then distance learning program is about crossing hurdles and achieving learning dance. And with adults, you know how it is. Like we have work, we have family, we have other responsibilities, and it's not always possible to commute and reach the class. So this is something to overcome all those challenges. Right age to start Kathak or learning any classical art is definitely 7 or 8 years old. A lot of times people start as early as 5 years, 4 years. Honestly, if you want to learn Kathak and not just like moving your hands and feet in a casual way, then you have to wait till 7 years of age. A lot of times what happens is they start at 5, but then for first couple of years they're just kind of taking it easy, taking it light, and just learning to use their body in a rhythmic way, but not really dance Kathak. So that's the difference. If you are interested in joining us in distance learning program, just hit the contact button and send us an email. We'll send you all the details about this program. You can also check out my YouTube channel because there are more videos on distance learning program there. I guess that's all for today. Keep sending your questions, keep sending. If you need my assistance in any way, do send questions. I'll try and answer to my best ability, and keep showering your love. Your support means a lot to me, and you all know that. So thank you so much for joining, and so long. Bye.